Hey everyone, welcome back. It's Shane and Erica
Back again.
back again for another deep dive, and
This time.
we are talking about Kecia's tour life blog post,
Yeah. Kecia, she always takes us on the road
right to the heart of it.
to the heart of amazing concerts, musical events.
And this time, well, this time is no exception.
No, not at all. This time, she's taking us, well, kind of a galaxy far, far away
Okay.
with Missy Elliott's Out of This World tour.
Yeah, specifically the Detroit show
Yes.
at Little Caesars Arena.
Uh-huh.
And Missy Elliott, she's got a reputation
Oh, yeah.
for groundbreaking visuals,
Yes.
really pushing the envelope creatively.
Absolutely.
So when Kecia promised an intergalactic experience in her blog post,
Oh, yeah.
we knew we had to dive in.
Had to. And what better way to kick off that kind of intergalactic experience than with some stellar opening acts?
Yeah.
And Kecia was treated to a triple threat of talent before Missy even hit the stage.
Setting the bar high.
Oh, for sure.
So who was first up in this pre-Missy Power lineup?
Okay, so first there was Timbaland. A legend in his own right.
Right.
And he took the audience on a little trip down memory lane, really, playing hits that he produced for artists like Aaliyah and Genuine.
Wow, so he basically just reminded everybody how much he's shaped the sound of, like, contemporary R&B and hip-hop.
Oh, yeah, exactly. It's easy to forget just how many, iconic tracks Timbaland has had a hand in.
Really, a masterclass in production disguised as a concert warm-up.
I love that.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Okay, so we've got Timbaland.
Yes.
What's next?
And speaking of masters, next up was Busta Rhymes.
Oh, yes.
And Kecia said his energy was just off the charts and rapid-fire delivery, just unbelievable.
That doesn't surprise me at all.
Mhm.
Busta is known for his, intense stage presence
Oh, yeah.
and lyrical dexterity, I guess you could call it.
Yeah,
The man can practically bend words to his will.
absolutely.
So we got Timbaland,
Yeah.
we got Busta Rhymes.
Uh-huh. And then, rounding out this powerhouse trio of opening acts,
Okay.
there was Ciara, the Princess of Crunk and B herself.
Yes.
And Kecia was super impressed with her powerful dance moves.
Oh, yeah.
Especially considering she had, recently given birth.
Wow, now that's dedication.
Oh, yeah.
Ciara's always been an incredible performer. And to bring that level of energy so soon after having a baby, that's postpartum power.
It really is. And it speaks to her commitment to her craft.
Absolutely.
And to her fans. So you've got Timbaland's sonic history lesson, Busta Rhymes' lyrical acrobatics, and Ciara's dance domination.
Yeah.
What an incredible build-up to Missy's grand entrance.
I can only imagine the anticipation in the crowd. But let's finally get to the star of the show.
Yeah.
Now, you would think that somebody with Missy Elliott's iconic status
Right.
would have had several headlining tours under her belt already.
You would think. Right. But this was actually her first headlining tour.
What?
It's true.
Are you serious?
I know. Which just adds, another layer of excitement to this whole experience.
I mean, she's been a pioneer in the music industry for decades.
Absolutely.
So why do you think it took her so long to embark on her own headlining tour?
Well, that's a really good question. Maybe she wanted to wait for the right moment, the right concept.
Right.
To make her first solo tour truly unforgettable.
Makes sense. Knowing Missy and her commitment to pushing boundaries.
Yeah.
So let's talk about the visual spectacle. Kecia described the stage as like a spaceship, fitting for the out-of-this-world theme.
Oh, very appropriate.
And apparently, Missy's wardrobe was just as out-of-this-world as the stage design.
Sounds like Missy fully embraced the theme.
Yeah.
And created a truly immersive visual experience for her fans.
And we haven't even gotten to the coolest part yet.
Yeah.
Kecia mentioned a few things that made this concert stand out from your typical show. First, those bracelets. They handed them out at the beginning.
Yes.
They weren't just some ordinary merch, were they?
Oh, no. Instead of your typical, wave your cell phone light moment, Missy took it to another level. These were light-up bracelets that synced with the music and visual.
Wait, so it was like a giant, synchronized light show with every single person in the audience participating.
You got it.
That's next level.
It's pretty amazing. It adds a whole new dimension to audience participation and creates a sense of unity and shared experience.
So it's no longer just about watching a performer on stage.
Right.
It's about being a part of something, a larger spectacle.
Yes, exactly.
And then there were the visuals. We know Missy Elliott's music videos are always pushing boundaries, But Kecia said that the visuals for this tour were on another level entirely.
Think 3D immersive visuals that made the audience feel like they were stepping inside Missy's music videos.
Wow.
Like, imagine being surrounded by those images and feeling like you're part of her creative world.
Wow. It's like she brought her unique visual style to life in a massive way.
Yeah. And there's one more detail that Kecia mentioned that I just have to highlight. At one point during the show, Missy actually stepped off the stage and walked through the audience.
Now that is a power move. I can only imagine how excited the fans must have been to see Missy up close and personal during her first headlining tour. What a special moment for them.
It really is. It speaks to Missy's connection with her audience.
Yeah.
And her willingness to break down the barrier between performer and fan.
So we've got a spaceship stage, dazzling costumes, synchronized light-up bracelets, 3D visuals, and a walk through the audience. It sounds like Missy pulled out all the stops to make this tour a truly unforgettable experience. But what about the music itself? Did Missy deliver on the performance front?
According to Kecia, Missy's 90-minute set was pure energy.
90 minutes non-stop.
She performed a mix of her classic hits and newer tracks, showcasing, her incredible talent and stage presence.
Wow, that's impressive, especially for a first-time headliner. Sounds like Missy's experience as a performer really shone through.
Absolutely. She owned that stage.
Good for her.
It was clear that she was in her element, captivating the audience with her music and her charisma.
Okay, so it wasn't just about the bells and whistles. Missy backed it all up with a powerful performance that solidified her status as a true icon. Okay, so far we've covered the electrifying opening acts, Missy's grand entrance, and her incredibly energetic performance. But there's still more to unpack about Kecia's cosmic concert adventure.
Definitely. We've only just scratched the surface of her experience. Let's dive deeper into her overall impressions and what made this tour so special. What really struck me about Kecia's blog post, it's how she emphasized that this concert was more than just a performance. It was like a full-blown experience.
Right. With Missy Elliott, it's never just about the music. It's about creating this whole world for the audience to step into.
And that's so key today,
Yeah.
Audiences want more than just like a passive concert experience. They want to be immersed in something bigger than themselves.
And with this whole out-of-this-world theme, it sounds like Missy delivered on that front.
Absolutely.
Kecia even called it like an intergalactic ride in her post.
Oh, nice.
Which, after hearing all the details, seems pretty accurate.
Totally. From the spaceship stage to the 3D visuals, Missy clearly wanted to transport her audience, like to another dimension.
So I'm wondering, what goes into crafting an experience like that? Is it about, creating a spectacle?
Right.
Making a statement? Or something else entirely?
I think for an artist like Missy Elliott, who's, always been ahead of the curve, it's about pushing those creative boundaries, finding new ways to connect with her audience on a deeper level.
That makes sense. I mean, she's known for her innovative music videos.
Oh, yeah.
So it's only natural that she would bring that same level of creativity and vision to her live performances.
It's like she's saying, hey, I'm not just going to stand here and sing my songs. I'm going to create a world, where you can lose yourself for a night.
And that's what makes it so special. It's the visuals, the energy, the feeling of being transported to another place.
Yeah.
All tied together with her groundbreaking music.
It's about creating a shared experience between the artist and the audience. A moment where everyone is just on the same wavelength, connected by the music and the visuals.
And it sounds like Kecia really tapped into that.
Yeah.
You can practically feel her excitement as she described everything in her blog posts.
Her enthusiasm is infectious. It makes you wish you were right there.
In the crowd with her.
Yes.
So speaking of her overall impressions, she was obviously blown away by Missy's performance. She even said that Missy was like a well-oiled machine.
Wow.
And that her dancers were flawless.
That really speaks to Missy's dedication, her commitment to putting on a top-notch show.
So even though this was her first headlining tour, she clearly came prepared.
Oh, yeah.
And delivered a performance that exceeded expectations.
And that's what separates the icons from the rest. They rise to the occasion, and they consistently deliver those unforgettable experiences.
So if we zoom out a bit, what does this tour say about Missy Elliott's legacy as an artist?
I think it solidifies her status as, a true innovator, someone who is not afraid to break the mold and push the boundaries of what's possible in music and performance, really.
She's not content with following trends. She's creating them, which
Exact.
is so inspiring, especially for, younger artists
Oh,
who
yeah.
are just starting out.
It's really inspiring. It shows them that it's okay to be different, to experiment, and to create something truly unique.
This deep dive has really opened my eyes to the level of artistry and thought that goes into crafting a concert experience like this. It's more than just
Right.
singing and dancing. It's about creating a whole world that transports the audience.
It is. It's about creating that moment of connection,
Yeah.
a shared experience
Yeah.
between the artist and their
Now,
fans.
I'm curious, what stood out to you the most about Kecia's experience at Missy Elliott's concert? Was it the light-up bracelets, the 3D visuals, or something else entirely?
For me, what's most fascinating is how Missy Elliott took the visual language of her music videos and translated it into a live experience.
Yeah.
I mean, think about it. She took these groundbreaking concepts and she brought them to life on a massive scale.
It's like she found a way to bridge the gap between the digital world and the physical world.
Exactly. And that's something that we're seeing more and more of in the entertainment industry these days. Artists realizing that they need to create these immersive experiences to keep audiences engaged.
It's definitely an exciting time to be a music lover. With technology constantly evolving, who knows what kind of mind-blowing concert experiences await us in the future?
The possibilities are endless. And with artists like Missy Elliott leading the charge, we can be sure that the future of live music is going to be anything but boring. So true. Now, we've talked a lot about the visuals, the technology, the overall experience, but let's get back to the heart of it all, the music. Kecia had a lot to say about Missy's set list and the way she commanded the stage.
Oh, absolutely. And what's interesting is that Kecia highlighted how Missy effortlessly blended her classic hits with newer material,
Right.
showcasing her evolution as an artist while still giving the fans what they came for.
It's a delicate balancing act,
Yeah.
satisfying longtime fans while also introducing newer work
Yes.
and pushing her sound forward.
It is.
So what were some of the standout tracks that Kecia mentioned? Was there a particular moment that really resonated with her?
Well, she specifically mentioned how powerful it was to hear Get Her Freak On live.
Oh, yeah.
Apparently, the energy in the arena was electric.
Oh, I can only imagine.
During that song,
Yeah.
you could just feel the collective excitement of the crowd.
I mean, that song is an absolute anthem.
Yes.
It's impossible not to move when you hear it. And Kecia also talked about how Missy incorporated elements of her earlier work, like samples and interpolations, into her newer songs, creating the sense of continuity throughout her set.
They're so smart.
It is.
It's a subtle way of acknowledging her musical journey
Yeah.
while still keeping the focus on the present. Did she mention anything about the dancers and how they contributed to the overall performance?
Oh, definitely. Kecia raved about the dancers. She said they were so incredibly synchronized and brought a whole other level of visual excitement to the show. She even said that their costumes were just as out there as Missy's, perfectly complementing that futuristic theme.
That's what I love about Missy Elliott. She's always been so deliberate with every aspect of her artistry, from the music to the visuals to the choreography.
Oh, yeah.
It's all part of creating this complete and immersive experience.
Exactly, and that attention to detail really shone through in this tour.
Yeah.
It's clear that Missy put a lot of thought and care into every aspect of the show, from the set design to the costumes to the set list.
And it paid off. It sounds like Kecia had an absolutely incredible time.
She did. You can really tell from her writing just how deeply this concert affected her.
Yeah.
It was more than just entertainment. It was an inspiration.
And that's what great music and performance can do. It can move us, it can inspire us, and leave a lasting impression on us long after the show is over.
Absolutely. But, for as much as we've talked about this grand spectacle of this tour, what's really stuck with me is that moment Kecia described where Missy walked through the audience.
Yeah, me too. It was such a simple gesture, but so powerful.
It speaks to Missy's humility, and her desire to connect with her fans on like a personal level. It's like she's saying, I'm not just up here on this stage, I'm down here with you, experiencing this together.
And for those fans, who got to share that close-up encounter with her, it must have been a moment they'll never forget.
It adds a layer of intimacy
Mm-hmm.
and authenticity to the whole experience.
Okay, so we've explored the visuals, the music, the technology, the overall experience, and even the emotional impact of this tour. What does it all mean? What can we learn from Kecia's cosmic concert adventure?
I think it reminds us that music is more than just sound. It's a powerful force that can transport us, it can inspire us, and it can connect us on a deeper level.
Missy Elliott's Out of This World tour wasn't just a collection of songs. It was a meticulously crafted experience designed to immerse the audience in her creative vision.
Yeah. It's a testament to her artistry, her innovation, and her dedication to pushing the boundaries of what's possible in live music.
In Kecia's blog post, it gave us a front row seat to that experience, allowing us to really relive the magic and excitement through her words.
It's a reminder that even in today's, digital age, there's nothing quite like the energy and connection of a live performance.
Well said. We've unpacked a lot here today, but I feel like we've only just scratched the surface of what makes Missy Elliott such a visionary artist.
I agree. Her influence extends far beyond music.
Oh, for sure. So as we reflect on Kecia's cosmic concert adventure, what's the one takeaway you want listeners to remember?
I think it's this. Music has the power to transport us, to connect us, and to inspire us. And when an artist like Missy Elliott comes along and uses her creativity and her vision to create something truly special, it becomes more than just a concert. It becomes an experience
Yeah.
that stays with you forever.
Beautifully said. And Kecia's blog post was a fantastic window into that experience. It really allowed us to relive the magic, the energy, and the sheer creativity of Missy Elliott's Out of This World tour.
Yeah, it was. It was a reminder that live music is a powerful force, and that artists like Missy Elliott are constantly pushing the boundaries of what's possible.
Well, that's a wrap on our deep dive into Kecia's Out of This World experience. If you want to see more about her music and travel adventures, be sure to connect with her on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube.
And you can also check out her blog at keciastourlife.com.
Thanks for joining us on this deep dive. Until next time, keep exploring, keep learning, and keep diving deep into the things that inspire you.
See you on the next adventure.